Hello, Book Two. This is Alan. I'm here for Friday Reads. This past Saturday and Sunday, July 4th and July 5th. Uh, I'm a security guard and I work at a plant that makes frozen burritos and other frozen Tex-Mex type food. And there were no employees there, so the only people that were there were maintenance people. So I basically by myself in a guard shack and sat there and read. I don't like the 4th of July, not at all. I think fireworks are a waste of money and they're boring. They only last for like 1 minute or less than 1 minute. We have people in my neighborhood that are shooting fireworks off on July the 3rd. One person started at 9 o'clock at night and didn't end until 3 in the morning shooting off fireworks. And it's right behind the house here, some on the other side of the house, some down the street, shooting off fireworks. And like I said, it's just a waste of money. But they don't care. Even last night, I was walking home from the gym, after working out, somebody shot off fireworks, and they don't care. What I finished Smiley's People, the John le Carre. This is actually the third book in the Carla trilogy. The first one was Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. I think the second one was Spy Who Came In From the Code. I'm not sure the second one was, but this was the third one. It was very good. Until about the last, third of the book. And I got kind of bored and tired. The cover is actually from the BBC miniseries, Alec Guinness right there, playing George Smiley. So, yeah, that's this one. I'm in a read-along hosted by Jason at Fiveways Bookland of Bocale's Pendulum by Alberto Eco, Fucales or Fucalas, and hopefully at the end of the read-along I'll be able to announce Fucalas, and that's my goal to fit. And so I'm about third of the way done, and it's just me and about 50,000 other people who are in the read-along. I'm going to be starting Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. I've never read this. This is a Oxford World Classic book. As you can see, there's still the $2.98 price tag right there. And yeah, I've never read this book. And it's all for the Jane Austen month. It's very short. It's only like 300 and they have notes in the back. Yeah, 335 pages. So I'll probably read this on the bus and the train going in and from work. And that's what I did with Smiley's People. There's a couple of books on the ebooks that I read. One called History of Magic, Witchcraft, and the Occult is an excellent resource guide. Excuse me. It's very well illustrated, rich in detail, little sidebars. It just gives magic throughout the entire centuries, even before Christ. It talks about different secret societies, like the Rosicrucians, the Masons, the Knights of the Templar. It talks about palmistry. It talks about fortune telling, crystal balls, tarot cards, and just a whole bunch of things. Rocks and gems, astrology, you name it. It just talks about it. It's a great reference book to use. It's lovely illustrated. I'd like to get a hard copy when it comes out in August. Another book I found out that I need to read by the 20th of this month, and I have to have a review of it up on Goodreads, because it came from my NetGalley shelf, and it was called A Most Wicked Conspiracy by Paul Skarobin. Excuse me. Got the sneeze coming on. Paul Skarobin, and it's about the subtitle is The Last Great Swindle of the Gilded Age. It's by Public Affairs Books, and it's about a gentleman by the name of Big Alex McKenzie, who's trying to swindle people out of their claim in Alaska during the Alaska Gold Rush. And the review of it is in the Wall Street Journal. Back in a couple of weeks ago, there was a review in the Wall Street Journal of the book. Another book I was reading, and I had problems with the downloading. Well, it downloaded, but when he brought the book up onto my phone, it wouldn't. When he just moved it, the phone just a little bit, it would go off. So I don't know what the problem is. And it didn't work on the other books. It hasn't worked on the other books, and that was Henry Kissinger and American Power, and that book was due in August, so I had to put that aside. And Steve Donahue showed that on his channel, the physical book on his channel. And what is interesting is that Henry Kissinger remade the State Department. In fact, he came up with another department called the National Security Council, which basically took over the State Department and did everything that the State Department was supposed to do. And he was very upset when Eisenhower cut military spending, military defense, and which was interesting because Sergei Khrushchev, who I met in person, said that when Eisenhower became elected, they said, oh my gosh, the Russians and Soviet Union said, oh my gosh, this guy is going to be, you have a general who's going to come out firing. So we need to build up our arms. And that's what they thought, but Eisenhower instead reduced military spending, which Kissinger hated. So Kissinger remade the foreign policy. He remade this, separated from the State Department, and it brought to mind the quote that Vladimir Putin said in Russia when he was asked about the so-called Russian involvement in the 2016 United States election, to which he said, well, the United States foreign policy has been the same for 50 years. Why should we get involved in the election? And that was actually Kissinger who changed American foreign policy. So everything goes back to Kissinger. So that was Henry Kissinger and American Power, and I had to stop it because I was having problems with it. Well, that's it, and that's a Friday Raise, and this is going to be under 10 minutes, which is incredible. I don't know what else to do, but have a good weekend.